Good morning, welcome to build day 15, and we're going to start right off with breakfast of the day. Fruity Pebbles. I'm in a fruity mood today. And then whatever you choose to drink. How about that? It's going on just a little after 8:30. I'm just getting outside to assess the damage from yesterday's windstorm. And we got leaves all over the place that were not here yesterday morning. That wind with the gust was pretty bad. That panel there was damaged when I put it in, so I know it's okay. Mausoleum and the exit are still here. I was out here about 9 o'clock last night. This part of the exit hallway was bowed out pretty good. I had to shove it back into place. Now I'm worried about the dragon up there. I'm hoping it's okay. I'll find out here in a minute when I plug it in. But I am going to have to get my blower out and get this all blowed off and cleaned up before I can do any building. But I'm just going in to walk the haunt to see what type of damage we had. Panels in here blew around, but they look like they're in one piece. The netting is way looser. I'm going to have to tighten it up, and I'll do that at a later date. That's not anything critical. Now the corn hallway, on the other hand, I was really worried about this. I was finding fragments of corn. Now that was bent down. This was up past the bars. The wind got in here and whipped it down. Let's see what we got. I'm going to do that there so the camera doesn't shut off. And it looks like it's okay. There are some fronds here and there that shouldn't be there. But all in all, the corn is still standing. So the corn made it out okay. But there's a lot of crap on the ground in here. So it's going to need to be raked out. So I'll have Morgan do. She isn't going to like it. She hates the corn hallway this year because it's so damn tight. Yeah, I got crap in here like crazy too. Oh, God. Now it looks like it's just going to be a raking job to get cleaned up. Raking and blowing. Damn, it's chilly in here. But, all in all, tents are still in place. Walls are still in place. So it looks like we definitely dodged a bullet. I even got leaves in here, and this is underneath one of the tents. Shows how hard that wind was blowing. Photo hall looks okay. Yeah, we dodged a bullet, definitely. Well, I forgot to put that panel away. I'm surprised it's even still here. Out into the exit. I'm glad I had all the bracing in. Well, it looks like it's going to be some blowing and some raking to clean up. I've got to get that dragon plugged in and check that. That thing was blowing around pretty bad last night. It could be ripped. I'm hoping not. I think I spent around about 150 bucks for that damn thing last year. I don't want to have to replace it, if I can even find a replacement. Anyway, I'm going to plug in the dragon and check that out, make sure that's working. I'm going to get the blower out and get this whole mess blowed off and cleaned up. And like I said, I'll have Morgan out later to rake. Today's project, we've got no wind right now. So I think I'm going to pop out here to start. Get my last two skins on here. Going to need to get the trimmer out and trim the rose bush. That's got to get trimmed. And then we're going to get our fencing up through here for the photo op. And then I think I'm going to get the blow-ups up out here in this display. We've got several other blow-ups that go up. We've got one down at the end of the haunt. And then we usually put one on one of the tents or something right through here. And I might do that later. Right now, I just want the blow-ups in here, so this is set up. It's time for lunch, and I think I'll give you a little bit of an update. We got our last 2 panels in on the exit hallway, so the exit hallway's done, and spent a good chunk of the morning doing this. For 2 blow-ups, I had to rerun all the wiring and stuff for it, so it's all into one cord instead of 3 separate cords. Sue-Ann is going to be coming out probably after lunch, and we wrap this rose bush in burlap, so when the ghost comes down, he doesn't snag on the roses and get torn to shreds. So she's going to be out here doing that, and then she's going to be doing a pumpkin pile. I don't know if she'll do the pumpkin pile today or not. We still have a few other things that need to go in there. The other one is the horse and the coach over here, and it's almost done. That front tie strap is kinked up on something, so I'm going to have to untie it and rework it. But that shouldn't take long. We'll do that right after lunch, so it's done and out of the way. If not, I'll forget, and the first windstorm will have a problem with it. Now, after I get that coach fixed after lunch, we're going to come out here. I got 2 more panels that go over this way that need to be put on and skinned. And then it's bringing out the entrance and the exit arch and getting them installed. We'll have the front end of the haunt done, and then Kaylie can start coming out with me and playing out in the haunt, which means I'm going to need to get the truck off the driveway. Well, we've done pretty good today. We got the blow-ups up. Sue-Ann's got a pumpkin pile started. We need to get more pumpkin. And I have the front end done. Kaylie's been out here this evening having fun running the maze by herself. It's kind of funny. I went to go in the house, and apparently she had walked the maze and was out here laying over in the exit arch. I called her. Finally, I gave her the official command to come, and all you hear is this ripping noise coming down the corn hallway. It was her running down the corn maze and around. She came in with stuff stuck in her. Not bad. But anyway, we got this going. I still need to get our hours sign out, which is going there. And as many of you might remember, last year I had people breaking into the haunt to try to go through it when everything was turned off and we weren't even open. So I fixed that problem. We bought some chain and 2 padlocks. So we're going to chain the gate shut, padlock them. I even bought some close signs that we're going to put up on each of the gates. I still got to get those out too. I mean, if they want to sneak in now, they're more than welcome to. There's not that much to look at. But another thing I'm going to do too is I don't have power to the skellies yet. They're low voltage. I don't have any of the low voltage stuff out here. These are 110, however, the arches. We're going to plug the arches in and see what the arches look like tonight. I've been really curious about that. You know, when I got done making the arches, you know, I plugged them in. Oh, hey, you know, that looks cool. Should look neat up on the arches. Never did try them out on the arches themselves plugged in. So tonight's going to be the first time, and you and I are going to see it together, because I'm going to plug it in once it gets dark. Now, Sue-Ann's just about done with dinner, so I'm going to go in and grab dinner. When I get back out here, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to work on. You know, now that that's done, I can actually start from there and just start working my way down the driveway. And, I don't know. I know I have another tent that goes in, starts right here and runs over to that crack. So I might start that one, get that tent up, and then start to switch back walls and stuff in it. I don't know. Haven't decided. Haven't gotten that far yet, but we'll see. We're going to be doing something after dinner. Okay, I've got Sue out here with me. Just got done with dinner, and I wanted, since we've never had the pillars and the arches turned on together, I figured we'd give it a test run. And I don't have low voltage for the skeletons yet. I explained that in the last clip, so those are not on. You'll get a clip of those with the arches running when we get to that point. I figured I'd show you this. You got the entrance and the exit. And you probably can't see Kaylie, but she's in lane at the gate watching us, wanting to be out here with us. So, typical Kaylie. Gotta be a mom and dad. Well, we got a little ways done. Huh? Huh, Kaylie? Well, yeah, see, I got KK out here with me too. She wants some playtime. But we're calling it quits. It's 8:30, 9 o'clock. Got the stub wall in. So they'll come through the entrance and zig their way through. Bouncing spider goes over in that corner over there. And around into here. Jumper will go here. Attack spider will go there eventually. I did get in and get these all braced. So the outer wall there is braced. This wall's braced. Right now, it would withstand a light breeze. We get winds like we had last night. Forget it. Off they go. Gotta wait till I get the rest of the driveway done. But hey, we did made some progress. Well, it's time for the end of the day wrap up. I got Kaylie out here with me. She's having a ball. We have a handful of corn laying beside the house, and she keeps raiding it, getting the corn cobs. She's going to be a very fluent dog tomorrow once that corn hits her system. She's having a ball gnawing on it. Progress today. Luckily, the weather cooperated. No wind whatsoever. Thank God it blew itself out last night. We dodged a huge bullet. The mausoleum moved a couple of inches. The exit hallway was kind of bowed, even with the bracing. The bottom of it kind of wiggled out a little bit. That was pretty much the only damage we had. And then it was basically cleanup. We had leaves everywhere. There is no opening to the sky in the water room. We had a layer of leaves scattered throughout the water room, the chain hall, the gypsy hall, cemetery. Anywhere there was a tent, there was leaves that weren't there before the windstorm. Morgan spent about two and a half hours going through sweeping and raking and the corn hallway, the tops of the corn, which are about 9 foot tall, 8.5 to 9 foot tall, are kind of tattered. We found some corn tassels out on the street. But other than that, no real damage. Thank God. We were extremely lucky. We got the exit hall done. We got the blow-ups up in the photo op and out in the out on the bump out over on the other side of the water room. And then Sue Ann came out, got the rose bush and the photo op wrapped with burlap. That has to be wrapped because when the ghost deflates, it ends up laying down right on top of the rose bush. And if I try to re-inflate it, it gets snagged on the rose bush and could rip a hole in it. So it's protection for that. And she took what pumpkins we had left and started the pumpkin pile on the rose bush. Couldn't finish it because we ran out of pumpkins. We desperately need to get pumpkins now. We're out. They're all in use. That Barb girl commented on yesterday's vlog. Last Thursday, setup vlog, day 12. I commented on, showed a scene of Sue Ann doing some baking. And she was doing kind of like an apple crumble, apple coffee cake. It was more of a coffee cake with a layer of apples in it, which was good. She made more of it today, so I actually got to get a piece. And we took it over to the Kent Farmers Market with us. Kent Farmers Market was running a salsa contest, and about 5 or 6 different people, vendors down there, brought salsa in, and they judged it. We didn't do a salsa. We don't eat salsa, so why do it? All we would have done was bought store-bought stuff and put it in our own containers. So the idea was, well, let's take the coffee cake and see which is more popular. It was a kind of little added thing to the contest. Sue Ann did up 2 trays, and they were 16 inches long by, I want to say, just shy of 2 foot, about 20 inches. 16 by 20? No, it was 16 by 14. They were longer than they were wider. But anyway, about 2 inches deep, 3 inches deep. Huge sheet cakes of this coffee cake strudel crumble thing that she did. They put both of them out along with the salsa. The coffee cake disappeared in about 10 minutes. The salsa took about 2 hours to disappear. Guess who won? Sue-Ann and her coffee cake. We even had people coming down to our booth, our little produce booth that we have at that market, asking if we were selling the coffee cake. They wanted to buy some. So that is a very high compliment towards Sue. She was blushing like crazy. She was not expecting that. So there you go. That Barb Girl, there's your answer on the coffee cake. Back to wrap up. But tomorrow on the docket, 2 of the pillars, I got one on the entrance and one on the exit pillars. I have a trash bag liner inside, you know, to hold the water. Both of them, 2 out of the 4 are leaking. So one is totally empty, the other one's about half empty. It'll be totally empty by morning. So I'm going to have to get out here tomorrow morning first thing and put new liners in and refill them. No big deal, provided we don't get any wind. I got that to do, and I got to get our sign up that has our hours and dates and stuff on it. I'm not going to get it plugged in, but I am going to post it. That way people can see it at least during the day. So I've got to get that hung. Those are my 2 priorities for tomorrow. I showed you the framing here in the last clip. That's the start of the spider territory. In other words, the spider display. Tomorrow I've got to get its tin up and get the rest of the partitions up for that display. Then we'll come in and get it skinned. And get that done and then move on to the next display. Now let's see, what else is there? I think that's going to be about it. We've got the sign and the liners and the towers, and then working on the spider tomorrow and getting another tent up. So with that, I'm going to bring it to a close. Kaylie wants to go out and play. She's asking nicely. So I'm going to go do that and then get you guys edited and uploaded. Oh, and by the way, one other thing before I bring this to a close. There is going to be 2 videos from me. This one and one other one. The other one is a 1,000 subscriber contest video. It will be going live tonight too, I hope. If I have time editing everything. So make sure you watch both of them. Stay spooky. Stay toxic.